Are you coming to visit Moline, Illinois? Or, better yet, are you coming to move here, but you really just don't know what Moline has to offer? In this video, I cover the top 10 things that Moline has to offer. How's it going, everyone? Alex Skeen here, and if this is your first time to this channel and you want to know what it's like to work, eat, sleep, and play in the Quad Cities, you're going to hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you get notified every single time we make a new video. And honestly, guys, we get calls, texts, emails from folks like you who are either moving here or relocating to the area, and we absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about doing that, give us a call, give us a text. Heck, send the Pony Express if you want to. We're here for you. This list of activities to do in Moline, Illinois range from things that are completely free or almost free to things that are a little bit more pricey. But you're going to want to stick around for number 10, as it is the item on this list that brings in the most people to Moline, Illinois. Number 1 on my list is the Butterworth Parkway. What is the Butterworth Parkway? Well, it's a bike trail along the Mississippi. In fact, it covers the entire length of Moline along that Mississippi River. It is a really cool place to go, to ride your bike, take a walk, see the views from the river, and you get to stop and see some of the parks along the way. Now recently, the Butterworth Parkway has had a major upgrade, as well as the whole Quad Cities having this major upgrade, and that is the I-74 bridge. The bridge costs $1.2 billion to make, and in doing that, that connected a pedestrian bridge onto the side of it. This pedestrian bridge connects to the bike trails that are part of the Butterworth Parkway, and actually go across on a bike, walking, whatever you want to do, you can get across and back, and it's really cool to go there. If the bike trail wasn't enough exercise for you, along this Butterworth Parkway, they actually have outdoor exercise equipment. You can stop there, do some pull-ups, do some sit-ups. It's a really cool place to go and see, and like I said, get your workout in, and it's completely free. Number 2 on my list is the Bass Street Landing Plaza. This area sits in downtown Moline, and it's really cool to go to. They have a stage there, they have a splash pad, and all the way around they have restaurants and bars that you can enjoy. During the summer, they have the summer concert series on that stage. It's every Thursday from 7 until 9, and it's completely free for you to go to. You can bring your kids, bring your lawn chair, and pick out a spot and enjoy the concerts. But while you're there, why not go to the splash pad? You can take your kids there, cool off during that summer heat, because they do the summer concert series from May until about August. Highly recommend it if you're in the area and you want to check something out. It's free, so why not? Number 3 on my list is another free item. I'll get to the paid stuff in a little bit, but I think you're going to really enjoy this one. This one is Prospect Park. It is a park that was built in 1889 by a railroad company. Now, after a while, they decided that wasn't the direction they wanted to go, so they sold it to the city of Moline. And since then, there is a pond there. It's home to the Quad Cities Music Guild, and it's just a really peaceful place to go. You can actually fish in that pond, as it is stocked by the Illinois Department of Natural Resources, and you can walk around the lake just to take in the views. If sport is more your style, well, they got you covered there too. They do have a disc golf course that goes around the entire park. It is a challenging one, so if you're up for that challenge, I recommend going there, and you get to see the beautiful views while you're there. So if you're thinking about visiting Moline, you probably have heard that John Deere is in town. Yes, John Deere headquarters is in Moline, Illinois. And in such fashion, they decided to build the John Deere Pavilion. The John Deere Pavilion is a pavilion that is in downtown Moline, and it acts as a visitor center for people that really love John Deere. And even if you don't, it's a cool place to go to. They have tractors there that you can actually touch and feel, and it's just really cool to see the equipment up close, and it's just a very pretty place to go, so highly recommend it. And this is another free thing that you can do in the Quad Cities. If you're visiting the John Deere Pavilion, you're probably going to want a sweet treat afterwards. Well, number 5 on my list can provide you just that, and that is Lago Marinos. This is a sweet treat shop that is known for its chocolates, its ice creams, and anything sweet. It was put there in 1908, so it's been around a while. You could say they probably know a thing or two about what they're doing. Highly recommend it. It's just around the corner from the John Deere Pavilion. So if you're thinking you want that little treat at the end, stop on by Lago Marinos. Before we move on, are you enjoying this list? Have you attended some of these events? If you have, or you really like this list, boop that like button so that I know that you like what you're seeing. Number 6 on my list is a little bit of a different one. I will caution you on this one, as it is a little bit spooky, and that is Sylvan Island. So why am I calling it spooky? Well, if you do a little research on Sylvan Island, it is said to be haunted. So if you want to go on there, be prepared. You might meet a ghost or two. But a little bit of its history. It is an island currently, but it actually used to be a part of the mainland as a peninsula. Back in the 1800s, they cut a trench in between the island, what is the island now, and the mainland. They did this so that they could power a hydroelectric dam, and it actually powered the first electric lights in Moline. It has a cool history, and even on the island itself, it has remnants of an old brick factory. Highly recommend it. See the Mississippi and enjoy yourself as you walk around the island. As we get into number 7 is actually the first paid item on this list. Number 7 is the Channel Cat. The Channel Cat is a water taxi that can take you across the Mississippi and back again. It has 3 different stops, one in Moline, one in Bettendorf, and one in the village of East Davenport. It is a pretty inexpensive way to see the Mississippi from a different perspective. It is $8 for an entire day that you can hop on, get off, get back on. It's a really cool activity to attend if you really want to get on that river and see what it's like. Number 8 on my list is actually technically in East Moline, but it's right across the border, so I wanted to include it. And what that is the Rust Belt. The Rust Belt is a former automobile manufacturing facility that has been converted into a concert hall. It is a really cool place to go. It has 22,000 square feet of concert space, and it can hold about 4,000 people in it at one time. The Rust Belt gets some great names in there. For example, this year they have Billy Currington coming and 3 Days Grace. Pretty cool place to go if you want to go to a fairly cheap concert. Even if you don't want to go to a concert, they are building up around this area. They have a brewery there and a bunch of different shops that you can go and attend, eat some lunch, get some supper, and there's a couple hotels right around there as well. Highly recommend going there, having a couple drinks, and really enjoying yourself. Number 9 on my list is getting a little bit more pricey, but it's worth it. You had the Channel Cat to get up on the Mississippi? Well, number 9 is actually a way to do it in style, and that is the Celebration Belle. The Celebration Belle is an old-time paddle boat that can take you onto the Mississippi and really show you a great time. They have different cruises that you can attend. They have all-day cruises, themed cruises, lunch cruises, dinner cruises. Really, whatever you want to do, they probably have it. During the cruises, they do have speaking going on that tells you about what the Mississippi has to offer. And on the all-day cruise, they go all the way up to Dubuque, Iowa, and come back down the river. And it's a really cool place to go if you really want to see what the river has to offer. Really glad you guys are still here, because number 10 is the one that draws the most people into Moline, and that is the Taxpayers Center. It is a venue that can hold thousands of people. They have regularly scheduled things like the Steam Wheelers, which is a football team, and the Quad City Storm, which is a hockey team that you can attend during the whole winter time. If those things are not your cup of tea, they do also have concerts there, monster truck rallies, rodeos, really just about anything you can think of, they've had it there. The price to get in really depends on what the event you're going to is, so maybe plan your trip around what the Taxpayers Center has to offer that week. To find out what else the Quad Cities has to offer, click this video right here to find out.